Royale High, a game where you can dress up, become your favorite gaming character, or your favorite anime character. Every day Royale High is a chance to explore a stunning campus that boasts of captivating locations and fun scenery. Royale High isn't just about attending classes and studying. It's a place where friendships throughout the years have bloomed into beautiful ones. Socializing with other places from around the world, and customizing your avatar with your best friends, Royale High has always been one of many people's favorite games. But what led to one of the top 3 most popular Roblox games on Roblox from being one of the most peaceful and enjoyable communities to being one of the most toxic gaming communities in the world? Let's go into the deep diving of how we can fix Royale High. Episode 1, Communication. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video guys, I wanted to talk about basically the communication crisis, not crisis, but the communication situation that's going on in the game right now. But before we get into today's video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video, because we are on the road to hitting 4,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it would mean the world to me if you could subscribe and help me out. Now let's get into today's video. So guys, if you didn't know, Royale High started on, I think, April 14th, 2017, when it was just a simple Enchantrix High campus. Now, despite the fact that the campus was very simple and is considered old right now, the game flourished with so much magic, so much friendships, and so much kindness that was, you know, what we considered something that we've always wanted even now. In the past, it was so easy to roleplay, make friends, new updates every single season, and just enjoy the peacefulness that the game brought to us. But eventually, things took a turn for a more bumpy ride. Around 2020, Barbie started talking about a new project. That new project was the new school. Now, I was so excited when I heard this project was coming out because I felt like Enchantrix and, you know, Royale High Campus 1 and 2 were beautiful, but hearing that we may have like a Royal University was something that was insane. And if you guys didn't know, back in 2020, Royale High used to be called, the new campus used to be called Royal University. Now, it is the campus you all know now as Royale High. And guys, in the future, you know, things have gotten a little different. Around the time of the development of the new school, Barbie has kind of like gone a little quiet throughout the process and development of the game. We have been receiving less updates and just less information in general. We had no real idea of when the new school would be finished. The only things we got were, the new school will be out when it was ready. Now we believe this because we all knew deep down that new school development would take a very long time. It is a huge project that involves almost all of the developers' extremely hard work and creativity. But eventually, things started to get a little wild. Now, around 2021, the new school still wasn't finished yet, which caused a lot of people to get upset. Not only was it because at this time we were still receiving very little updates. Around 2020, I think we got Snow Globe Summit. So that was one huge update that we had. We had a Christmas town. We had a, you know, Santa decorating thing where we would decorate the tree and we would get Santa to fly over with gifts. Now this was amazing for me because I haven't started playing Royale High since 2020. And 2019, so I kind of miss all of the nostalgic moments of being inside of Earth and experiencing the beautiful atmosphere of what used to be the old Royale High. Around 2019 and back, they did have a update where all of the events took place inside of Earth. Earth was one of the main campuses that still exists today. Now you may be wondering, why am I even bringing this up? Around 2020 was when Royale High went through its biggest changes. The $1 million question was, why did Barbie stop being in contact with the Royale High community? We later found out that Barbie had anxiety, which caused her to feel a little bit uncomfortable with interacting online. Hence the reason why she eventually stopped talking on her main account. And we haven't seen any recent updates on that account since, which was one of the big problems that led to this community to be very angry today. As you all know, communication is key. So when you're receiving an update and when you're getting news about a game coming out and there's no communication, it's kind of messed up. It's not fair. It's not fair to the people who put their time, their actual real money into the game. And the reason why it's such a big problem now is because if we fast forward into the future, 3 years later, when Royale High was actually released on August, I think 9th, 2023, the updates were declining again. And what do you mean by again, Kiara? Before this, and I know I'm backtracking a lot, before this, Royale High had a huge problem with updates. And because of that, because of the new school coming out, a lot of us didn't have anything to do. And it led a lot of people to get really angry because it felt like we were being left in the dark. Reason being, there was no updates, there was no communication, there was no nothing. And we wanted Barbie to talk to us, but she never would respond to any of the messages that we would put on Twitter, which caused a lot of people to get upset even more. Now, you always know when you boil a pot too hot, either the water or the contents inside will eventually turn mushy or the pot will boil over. Now, the pot boiling over was exactly what happened. Fast forward back to now, Royale High has given us their Halloween update for the game, and the update was not what any of us expected. We found out that the Royale High update was going to be delayed 1 week into October. This was 1.5 weeks into October. By the second week, we eventually found out that the reason why the update wasn't out yet was because Barbie had gotten sick. Now, none of us had known Barbie got sick. And that was the part that made us very, very upset. Because a lot of people have been saying that the reason why we didn't know was because it was posted in a Discord server. A lot of people found out this way because Barbie had a Discord status that said, "Sick, do not ping." Now this is what set everybody off even more. Because I understand, Barbie's sick. I'm not gonna say, well, she should have updated the game anyway. A lot of people were saying that, and I don't agree with that. But at the same time, it wouldn't have been hard for Barbie to tell the Royale High Valks team to announce that Barbie had been sick. Now that would have simmered down the pot a little bit, but we didn't find out until almost 2 weeks later that Barbie had been sick this whole time. Now the update ended up coming extremely late, I think around August 15, 16, 17, I'm not sure. Along that week or the next week after, Barbie ended up getting sick. And the update was released around that time. So that was something else that caused a lot of players to be upset. The fact that we were left in the dark, not knowing that Barbie was sick, really was truly messed up. And you may be wondering, well, why is that such a big deal? If you guys didn't know, the Genshin Impact livestream was postponed today because somebody really important ended up passing in another country, in China. And the Genshin Impact official team announced this, and that's the reason why the live stream was postponed. And you may be wondering, what is that in relation to Royale High? Genshin Impact has millions of players worldwide. So finding out this live stream was canceled the reason being because she was sick, was the most professional thing to do. It's important to let your gaming base know about, you know, things like that, because stuff like that is very important. Otherwise, they'll begin to question. Just like how we began to question why Barbie was sick. The fact that Genshin Impact, I'm not even gonna say million, because this game is like so like popular. The fact that a multi-billion-dollar company announced that their you know, update was being postponed, and the fact that a Roblox game like Royale High could not, is kind of messed up. And I know there are games that have no contact with their player base until updates come out. I have met several games who've done that. One being Bed Wars. The devs don't talk to the players inside of the Discord server. And sometimes even like other games like maybe Valorant or Minecraft, really popular games, a lot of them don't go contact with their player base, and that's understandable. You want to leave the update to be a surprise, or you just want it to drop randomly. But at the same time, that is so much different from having zero communication. At least with those other games, you have somewhat communication. But Royale High going zero communication on the player base, and then the players having to find out through a Discord message that Barbie was sick, a Discord status, my bad, that Barbie was sick, was kind of messed up. And the message that the community wanted me to that we collectively came up with, and that they wanted me to say, is that I really think out of all of this happening, out of everything that's happened in the past, I really think that more communication should be relayed. And I'm not saying this to be rude, I'm saying this as constructive criticism. You are a game developer. If you are a game developer and you own a game, and let's say your responsibility as a game developer, unless you are sick or unable to physically update your game, or unwilling to, and I know Barbie has anxiety. Barbie, I know you have anxiety. I know, and I know it is very stressful, you know, to do things that may make you uncomfortable, but at the same time, these are players who enjoy your game, who are in love with your game. I have been playing your game since I was 13 years old. I've been playing this game for 5 years, and 5 years later, I'm 18 years old and I'm still playing your game, and I am in love with your game, Barbie. And the message we all want to send to you, hopefully if you see this, is please interact with your player base more, even if it means you get hate for it. At least you're responding to us, at least you're seeing us, versus completely leaving us in the dark for over 3 years. Really hurts. It really hurts. So I ask you, like, with all due respect, please give us more, you know, give us more of, like, you know, information. We want to know if everything's okay. We wouldn't have known if the update was postponed if that person hadn't shown it. And leaving like the communication up to 𝘾𝙧𝙚 and to Callan to give us all the information is really not fair. I feel like unless you go and say something, this community will never stop. And they have a right to be angry. So please, I'm asking you, as like a game developer of like one of the most popular games on Roblox, to please interact with your community. Please. And that's all I have to say for episode 1. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications so you never miss a video. Episode 2 will be coming out tomorrow, hopefully. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next video.